a young child, I had three careers in mind at the time. I thought firstly I'd like to perhaps be a detective. The second one was to be a dirt cart man. And thirdly was to be an artist. My name is Juan Stockenstroom. I'm a visual artist from Cape Town, South Africa. My school books were always filled with lots of drawing at the back, and sometimes my teachers would see them and they started complaining to my mother about it, that I should be doing my homework or my schoolwork actually. After working in the advertising industry for a few years, I felt something was missing. I felt I was still not being fulfilled as an artist. I explored the medium of photography for quite some time, but I was not able to really express the kind of work that I wanted to express. So one day, out of nowhere, I just decided that I'm going to buy myself some paints and I'm going to teach myself how to paint. Being a person of mixed race, or in South Africa as the term is used, colored, I don't really know who my forefathers were, what my origins were, and where I came from. There are many stories from across the continent that has just disappeared. So I'm interested in these lost stories and narratives of Africa because not a lot of Africa's history has been told. I go to the library and I look through books. A lot about the transatlantic slave trade is a massive influence in my work. And after reading for a couple of days and going on the internet and researching that as well, I usually then start putting paint onto the canvas. In my work, I feature a lot of unknown characters from the past. Lots of them were actually heroes in South Africa that not many people know about. And a big part in my mission is always to bring these no-name people to light. Part of my process is also sketching. I use sketching as a tool to incorporate the element onto the canvas so that I can later on choose whether I want it to be there or not. I'll often go for walks in my neighborhood. I find there's a lot of inspiration that comes from the streets. I like walking around with my phone and photographing different bits of graffiti or interesting information that I find on the streets. My process is never the same. I'm always using different pieces and different tools when need be. I get an idea in my head, something comes to me, or I see something, and I have an immediate reaction to that. This is the part in the process where something else usually takes over for me. It feels almost like an automation of some type. I usually work when laying down the under part of the painting with charcoal, acrylics, ink, oil stick. I often use paint coming directly out of the cans, and I enjoy strong, bold primary colors. My work is often layered with many different visuals on it. Some of them are intertwined and linked to each other. Others have nothing to do with each other at all, but they are all on the same canvas. A lot of the words that are seen in my paintings are usually things that come to me. Some of the words come out of books or from an article that I've seen on the internet. The best way to explain my work would be a visual creole. It's a mixture of various content that I research, which could be either at the library through books or on the internet, and I mix them all together. It's pretty similar to what hip-hop artists do, is they sample. I've also developed my own writing system, which is a type of alphabet, and most of the time strange little symbols are found in my paintings, and I think this holds the attention of the viewer more. Most of these symbols tell a story. They might look like they are gibberish, but they are always there for a reason.